Hey, sports fans, grab your clubs and join the action at the Hockey Day Minnesota Golf Classic powered by PNC Bank. It happens August 12th at the Classic at Madden's Resort in Brainerd. Enjoy 18 holes of golf on one of Minnesota's premier courses, plus a cookout dinner to cap off the big day. You'll also have the chance to meet and mingle with special guests from the Gopher men's and women's hockey teams. Don't miss this great day of golf, hockey, and Minnesota fun. Gather your foursome and register now at hockeydaymn.com. That's hockeydaymn.com. We'll see you at the course.
Hi, everybody. This is Dawn Mitchell, and welcome to Dawn of Sports. Today, we are coming to you from the Jack Jablonski Golf Tournament. I'm so excited to have Leslie Jablonski on the show. They're in a new location, and once again, unbelievable, sold out. So we're going to talk to Jack's Powerhouse of a mom and my dear friend coming up.
Thanks for listening to this special edition of Dawn of Sports. Dawn, of course, is from Fox 9, and we're coming to you from the Aquarius Home Services studio. Best way to listen to this show or any of our shows at talknorth.com. Please subscribe to your favorite podcast app. It's free. It's easy to listen to. We now have Weathering Life with Belinda Jensen and Lee Bosvik, which is doing great. All kinds of sports content, all kinds of outdoor content. And if you want to sponsor or advertise with any of the great shows, including Dawn of Sports, you can reach Tammy Henderson at thenderson@talknorth.com. Tammy's our Vice President of Business Development. Back to Dawn.
So as promised, we are coming to you from Jack Jablonski's golf tournament, and we have Leslie Jablonski as our featured guest. Leslie, thanks for joining the podcast again. I love that we're in this new location at the Meadows here at Mystic Lake Casino. Gosh, brand new times for you, isn't it?
It sure is. Thanks for having me, Dawn. I appreciate this. Always fun to do this with you.
I'm so impressed that after all these years, this golf tournament, once again, is absolutely sold out even before today started. How excited are you to see all these numbers in this brand new place?
I'm excited. I think, it's time for a refresh. And I think that really helped us to sell out the tournament. And I think everybody's excited to be on a new course this year.
And when you came here, every single time I get here, I always say, whenever there's a Jablonski event, everyone is laughing and smiling, even if it's stressful. I know that you're wearing a million hats today. What is the key to, I call it the Jablonski magic of always, like, no matter what is going on, you guys seem to find humor in it and are laughing. What is that?
Well, I think that really stems from Jack. And that goes way back to the day he was injured, where everybody was so sad. And, this was a tragedy for sure. But Jack was always smiling and greeting everybody. And it's just kind of continued. And it really never stopped since then.
You know what I really love about coming here to this new place is it seems there's so many golf courses around here that want Jack and want you to come and have them have their tournament here, which usually you have to beg for places to have it. So what was it like, this experience that they wanted you so much here? And it just seems joyful already.
Right. Well, I think they've wanted us for a few years, and then the timing was just right this year. And so we decided to move over to the Meadows, and I think it's going to be a great day.
It is. It's going to be awesome. It's a little warm, but we'll take it. It's better than rain, right? Absolutely.
Exactly.
So how is Jack doing? I know that personally, for me, I'm kind of like, I stalk him because he is like my little brother, just to see what improvements he's making. But for those people listening that may want to just check in because they feel like Jack is a part of their lives too, what improvements has he made and how's he doing right now?
He's doing great. He does therapy like 3 days a week. And as you probably remember, he did a clinical study where they would do electrical stimulation on his vertebrae, and it actually brought back some hand function. So every time I see him, I just feel like he's a little bit more independent. Usually you have to help feed him, but he's doing a lot more of that on his own. And I think, just keep doing the stimulation and let's see what else can happen.
I know that when you're the mom and you're now he lives away, but you're still involved day to day with your kids. When you can take that, people say that 1,000 look back, you kind of zoom out a little, and like you see him using his hands more. You see him feeding, and from whence he came at the very worst of this injury. Do you take the time to appreciate it, or are you just kind of like, oh yeah, he did that yesterday?
No, every little thing, gets me excited. And sometimes he doesn't tell me some of the things he's achieved because he knows I get very excited. I'll be the last to know he's done this or that. But it's great to see. I love seeing the improvements.
Do you ever go back to the Leslie of the night of where everything happened and be like, I wouldn't have imagined what this journey would be like, but I'm really proud of our son and I'm proud of our family and where we are?
Sure. Obviously you never saw this coming and you don't wish this on anybody, but I'm just really grateful for all the good that has come out of this and all the support that we continue to receive. It's kind of magical.
How have you changed, Leslie?
I've gotten older.
No, we always say 28, remember? Like that doesn't change.
Okay, I'm eternally 28. I don't know. I mean, things just evolve. And, with Jack living in LA, it's like I have two lives. I have my life here, and then there's the Jack life. And when we see him, sometimes it's like a reality check. And you do go back to the beginning and when this happened and why did this happen. But you kind of move on and move through it. But as far as me changing, I don't know. I'm kind of the same person.
All right, let's take care of the people who take care of us, starting with Aquarius Home Services. Thanks to Lucy nicotine pouches.
My friends have been all in on Lucy lately, and the good news is it's never been easier to try because Lucy is now available at Quick Trip. They've tried just about every pouch out there, and Lucy has become the one they keep coming back to. Great flavor, great strength options, and a pouch that actually holds up. You can get Lucy in mint, apple ice, mango, espresso, berry citrus, and apple cider. The flavor lasts, and you will want to test the lineup. Start with the 6-pack. The game changer is Lucy Breakers. Every pouch has a burstable flavor capsule. Bite into it for an extra hit of flavor and a smooth kick that just keeps going. My friends call Lucy top tier and they recommend it to everyone. Give them a try. Get 20% off your first order when you buy online at lucy.co/dawn with the promo code DAWN. That's lucy.co/dawn with the promo code of Dawn. And if you don't want to wait, check out their store locator to find where you can pick up Lucy at your nearest Quick Trip today. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of a legal age, and every customer is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
And if people are wondering what that avalanche is, that's the ice going into the buckets. We're literally here at this golf tournament, so you're going to hear the ambience and sounds of people coming and going. So when you say that, it's really cool for me to say, here's Jack. We know he's graduated from college years ago. He has his career going now, living out in LA, to be that independent and to see Jack even right now, he's zipping around. He's super busy. I'll say hi to him at some point, but to be as independent and as happy as he is, how does that make you feel?
It makes me happy. I mean, if he's smiling, I'm smiling. If he's not smiling, then something's wrong. And then, of course, you go into the worry mode, but that doesn't happen that often.
And if he's not cracking a joke at your expense or being sassy, something's wrong, right?
Exactly. Yes, he's constantly making fun of me.
So what events, I know that you always have, you've instituted a pickleball event, which I've heard from others I couldn't make this year, is hilarious. They said they had like the best time. You always have the game during the year as well. But what events are coming up for you guys?
So we just found out that our gala will be on November 7th, and it's co-hosted by the Minnesota Wild. And we're changing that up a little bit. So usually
how so?
we usually do the pregame party at the River Center, and this year it's going to be at the St. Paul Hotel.
Ooh, very swanky of you. Look at you
Yes.
guys.
So,
And so,
we're excited for that.
and then people still go to the game, right?
Yes. So it's the same format, but it'll be a sit-down dinner rather than dinner in the suites. But we'll still hopefully have some suites where we can watch the game. But yeah, so we'll start a little bit earlier. It'll be in the afternoon, pre-game party, the auction, the brief program, but with a sit-down dinner. And then everybody will move over to the Grand Casino Arena for the game. And I think we're playing Tampa Bay, I think.
You're not
So
expected to
should be
know that.
fun.
It's still the summertime. You're not supposed to know who they're playing in November,
Right. I
Leslie.
could be wrong about that, but anyway, there's a hockey game. Yes. So yeah.
What I am most proud of is the amount of people that this foundation has helped over the years, whether it's through the Mayo Clinic, like you said, these trial studies, whether it's helping another family kind of tread the waters of knowing what to do and that they're not alone throughout the
Right.
years. What are you most proud of when it comes to what this foundation has done for others as well?
Um, that's a good question. I just think, I'm proud of the fact that we can be there for families that are going through this experience who are new to this. I'd say at least maybe once a month or so, somebody reaches out to us and, it's just good that we can be there and put their mind at ease and, provide resources for them. Because I remember when we were in this, I didn't know where to go, what to do. And so we have a resource guide that I share with people. And you just kind of hold their hands until they're ready to just launch into the world themselves. So for that, I'm proud that we can do that for others. It's obviously a situation you don't want to have to be in, but
Right.
it's good to be there when they are in it. So that, and then just the fact that we're still going after 14 years. I mean, who knew that this would continue? And I'm so grateful that we can continue to help other people, but also provide money for research.
Yeah, that is the amazing thing for me because when people say, wow, it's been 14 years, and some families, because they handle things differently, it would rip a wound open perhaps every single day if someone asked them, what do I do? This happened to my family. And some people say, I can't do that because it takes me right back to that moment. So it takes a very strong person and family to be able to constantly be that. Did you have to work into that role, or is this something that helping someone strengthens you?
But, it's kind of a little bit of both. I'd be lying if I didn't say every time I get that call, I go back to the dark days. I mean, they were, I say dark days just from the beginning, when you just didn't know what was going on. So yes, it brings you back to that. But on the other hand, we've gotten so strong as we move through time with this. And so you kind of just push that aside. It's a moment and then you move on and then just kind of roll up your sleeves and help out.
Mm-hmm. What has been like the quirkiest thing? I know at the beginning, and I can't hear the story enough, and we say it all the time, when Jeremy Roenick said he thought he was in the wrong place because there was like just laughter coming from the room. But
Yeah.
out of the whole 14 years, is there any just something that kind of rises to the level of, I just never thought that would happen, and that was so cool out of something bad comes something good. Can you think of things that you're just like, I would never have had that experience?
Um,
That's your husband laughing loudly, by the way, here.
Tell him to use his inside voice, please.
Inside voice, Mike, inside voice. But is
Yeah,
there any like some crazy experience that you've been like, I can't believe we've met that person or that person reached out?
Let me think about that. Well, personally, meeting Bruce Springsteen was a moment.
You met
Somebody
him?
re-
How did
Oh,
I
yeah.
not know this?
Oh, yeah.
Do
Yeah, Jersey
tell.
girl. Yeah. So this was in 2012, and he was in town doing concerts. And I, of course, had tickets to both nights. And a friend reached out to his people and explained who Jack was, and they invited us to be backstage. So we got to meet him before the show. And I just like beam when I think about that.
Wow. I've known you
And
all
he
these
was
years. I never knew that. How cool was he? What was that moment
amazing.
like? Yeah.
He was amazing. He was giving Max head noogies at the time. He kissed me, and I never washed that side of my face for days. No. Uh, then before the concert, he is trying to pull down the poster that's hanging in the, backstage. And his people are going, you got to get on stage. So when the show is over and he put us on the floor, he's motioning to us to come backstage. But of course, security wouldn't let us go backstage. So the next day, Matt Maka from The Wild called us and said, Bruce Springsteen left something for you. I have it for you. So Mike went over and got it. It was the poster and the harmonica that he used. And he asked me what song he wanted us to, what he wanted us to sing or him to sing for us. So I said, She's the One. And he used the harmonica and he gave us the harmonica. So then the first thing I did when I opened it was lick it because, touched his neck. Anyway, so that was a Springsteen moment, which I'll never forget. So that was very cool.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm loving that story because I love the boss anyway. So I just think that that's so cool. And you're a Jersey girl.
Yes.
So it makes it even better for you.
Yes. That was such a moment. I loved it.
We are in the heart of baseball season. Go check out a Twins game. Target Field is still beautiful.
Here is where it all starts. Here's where pages are turned and new legends are written. Here's where kids become lifelong fans and lifelong fans become kids. Here's where sunsets last longer, happy hour tastes better, and summer hits its stride. And when all of Twins territory stands together and believes hard enough, well, there's no place like here. Get your tickets at twins.com.
And we'd like to welcome one of our newer sponsors, Citizens Independent Bank. Women's sports don't grow because of one moment. They grow because people keep showing up. The fans, the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the local businesses investing in their communities and believing in what's possible. At Citizens Independent Bank, they believe that same local connection is what helps people reach their goals. With financial solutions built around relationships, not transactions. Citizens Independent Bank, unlock the power. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Leslie, I always, especially on this podcast, I love to talk to strong women and battle tested as you have been. And I think when I had you on last time, we talked about, your career and just your fashion sense and all of that. What do you think, if you're talking to other women out there that are just going through it right now, no matter what their circumstances, whether it's a child that is going through a tragic accident or they themselves are battling something, you battled cancer, the things that you have come through, not only with grace, but with laughter and kindness. What would be your piece of advice to someone in it right now?
I would say they have to make time for themselves because you can't take care of somebody else if you haven't taken care of yourself. And it's not a selfish mood. It's just something that I think is imperative. It's something you need to do because if you're feeling good, then you can help others. But if you're not and you're tired or just not having a great day, then obviously that makes it tougher to help whatever situation you're in. So I would say always make time for yourself. Get on your Peloton, do some meditation, take a shower and get dressed. Don't go through the day in sweats. So just do things to make yourself feel good and then everything else should fall into place.
Yeah, I know you love your Peloton. Who's your favorite teacher?
Oh, Sam Yo. So I actually got to meet him too.
Where did you meet him?
So Sam Yo is this amazing Peloton instructor. And he used to be a Buddhist monk. And so he wrote a book about being a monk and all the things that he learned. And he's like sharing his wisdom with everybody. So he's based in London and he did a 7-city tour in the US when his book came out. And so Minneapolis was not on the tour, but Washington, D.C. was. So my friend Suzanne and I flew out to D.C. We stayed with her son and his new wife. And then we went to the book signing and meet and greet. Of course, I'm nervous. I'm so excited to finally meet him. He gives me shout outs when I hit milestones. He knows LJ can't clip out. And so we get there, we're first in line. I'm like, no, there's no way. I'm never early. Like, how can we be first in line? So of course we got front and center seats. And the most amazing thing happened. So when a Peloton instructor is instructing, they don't see you, but you see them. So he has no idea what I look like unless he's, sees my little icon. So he comes on stage and I give him the little heart sign and he gives the heart sign back. And then he has this thing called the ripple jar, and everybody had to put in it something that they're grateful for. So I wrote something about, I'm grateful for the support we've gotten from the community when my son was injured. So they happened to read that one. So he's sitting on stage and the person on stage with him reads my thing. And I'm like, I lose my breath. I'm like, oh my God, that's mine. He sits up and he looks at me and he goes, LJ can't clip out. I know your story. And he said, we'll talk after. I was just blown away. And my friend Suzanne was videoing it and you could hear me sitting there going, oh my God, oh my God. That was a moment I'll never forget. And then we did meet him afterwards and took pictures, and he was just the nicest guy. And I do want to get to London someday and do one of his classes, and I will.
Well,
But
I'm
he was
inspired now.
You have to read the book. It's really, really good.
I want to read
Really
the book. I want to take his class. I have my Peloton, which I have to tell you has kind of been a little dormant for a little bit. I take Cody's classes.
Right.
He was my GPS on my Waze for a little bit because he's so funny. But Sam,
Samuel.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to have
Yeah.
to. I love that.
Yeah, he's got a live class tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Well, see, I love to hear what inspires people who inspire me. And I know that even though we're friends, like the fact that you just get up and kick ass every day, whether it's like Peloton, whether it's work, whether it's getting your family in line, whether it's business ventures, you do. And I just, first of all, I'll tell you just how much I love and adore you.
Well, I love and adore you too.
Oh,
You're the best.
but you're an inspiration. You're a humble inspiration because you don't like that term, but you are. And so I think that that's so important to tell people to take care of themselves first because it's not selfish.
Right. That would be my advice.
Well, Leslie, this room, this whole outside, it's all filling up. I see people I know walking by you and waving, and so we're going to get this party started here out on the links. But I just want to thank you so much for joining us, and I just know today's going to be awesome. I just can't wait for it to begin.
Me
Thanks
too.
for your time. All right,
Thank you so much.